Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for being subscribers, and because we've hit 10k, it's now time to do my yearly, so it seems, Q&A. I was looking back at my videos and it seems like every February I do a Q&A video. So thanks to everyone who dropped a question. Let's just get straight into it because I hate intros, and the less talking I do about nonsense, the more talking I can do about other nonsense that people want me to hear me talk about. Right, let me just grab up the questions. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I can't even see my computer. Whoa! So what I've decided to do is from the community tab thing, I'm not sure if I like it or not. And is there a better way to be... Also, by the way, I have a new chair. It's slightly weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm still getting used to all the sort of settings. It has taken me a long time to just even sit down today. So if you see me fidgeting, that'll be why. Anyways, what I've decided to do is I grabbed out a couple of the questions that I really want to answer, and then the rest of them I've kind of randomly named in a folder, and then we're going to go through as many as possible. And then it can be fair, because otherwise I feel a bit bad if I just answer questions that I've picked. And also I'm going to try not to answer ones that I answered in other videos, so in case you haven't seen those Q&As, you can go and head back over to that. Right, so question number one, which I'm very excited to get into. If you were to create your dream game, what would it be? What genre/genres would you combine? What would be the plot? And of course, what would be the trophy list? Right, this is something that I have a lot of feelings about, because my dream game is a Doctor Who game, because I love Doctor Who, but there's never been a good one, and we need one. We are crying out for a good Doctor Who game. Now, I understand there's problems with the Doctor Who sort of the premise doesn't really lend itself to video games, apart from if you're going to go for puzzle or... That's what mainly the Doctor Who games are. They're all just puzzle games, which is like, I understand, because the Doctor doesn't use violence and stuff. I mean, the Lego game was pretty good attempt, the Lego Dimensions one, which actually was really cool. The people that did it, and they did a bit of the Lego stuff. I only bought Lego Dimensions, by the way, just to play those levels, and it didn't disappoint. It was very good. I wish there was more. Oh, can they not just make a whole... They need to just make a whole Lego Doctor Who game. I'd be down for that. But if I was going to create my own one, me and my brother have talked about this on many an occasion, I would do it like an RPG almost. And I said it... This is going to be really nerdy for anyone who doesn't know Doctor Who, by the way. I would set it on like the Gallifrey Death Zone or something, and then I'd have it like Fallout, so that all the monsters, because in this episode, the 5 Doctors, they have like it's like all of the monsters can be there, because it's like, I can't remember, it's been a long time since I watched it, but all the villains can be there, and then that way you can like walk around and you can explore, and then you can like bump into Cybermen and Daleks or whatever, and then you can make choices, because the Doctor is all about talking. Maybe it should be a Telltale game now I'm thinking about it. That's what it should be. I would like to do an RPG. Maybe it could be an RPG rolled into a sort of narrative game, because then you could have to make really hard decisions as the Doctor, because the Doctor does need to make really hard decisions. Now, that's the next question. Would you do character creator and create your own Doctor, so you're the next Doctor, and then that way you can be whoever you want to be? I mean, I'm kind of a fan of that. I suppose that's the easiest way to get around it, because otherwise you need to hire whoever is the Doctor at the time to do the voice acting. Okay, I'm going to go for character creating. You become your own Doctor. Maybe... I think, maybe you should have some companions to pick from who have given their voices, so you can pick a few, or have a created one, perhaps. And then you just explore, make hard decisions, something. That's what I want. I don't know if that's on... Oh, what would the trophy list be? If I was going to make my own trophy list for any game, I would make it a good balance of, like, doable, but you would need some skill, okay? Because I don't want it to be like, you know, a free-for-all. Anyone can get it. I would want to make sure that you had to at least dedicate yourself to the course to get the platinum. If you had the power to remake any PS1 or PS2 game that hasn't already been made, what game would it be, and what would be new in it besides a graphics upgrade? Any PS2 or PS1 game that hasn't already been made. Oh, remake. I don't know why I'm sitting here like this. I don't know, I think it's this chair. It's quite lower compared to my other one, so it's weirding me out slightly. This is going to be the whole video now, me versus a chair and versus the sun. Ow! Oh, damn it! It's not a good day to be me. And now here comes a siren. At least it gave me some thinking time. I'm going to go for a bit of a wild card game that I really enjoyed playing on PS2. Do you know what they should do? Actually, scrap what I was going to say. I'm not going to give you one game. I'm going to give you a series of games, all right, that I want remade. I want all the Harry Potter games remade. Imagine, with all the graphics and everything, how good a Harry Potter game would look like, going to Hogwarts and stuff. And I know that there's the potential of this Harry Potter game that's going to be out there, which I imagine is a role-playing game. But I would just like to replay the actual stories, like especially those first few games which were on PS1. Like, they're pretty awful if you look them up on YouTube. But it was still pretty cool back in the day to be like... Here's a game where you get to just walk around Hogwarts and collect beans for whatever reasons. So I'm going to pick the Harry Potter games shout out to my favourite one, which was Order of the Phoenix. That was really good. I used to play that all the time. What would be new in it? Well, I just think it'd be better voice acting and trophies. Oh my god, imagine the trophies in that. Also, why do they the later Harry Potter games, they need to just be remade anyway, because they turned into like third-person shooters and no one wanted that. Who crawled out for that? I just want to follow the storyline. So yeah, I don't know if I'd put anything new. Maybe I'd put more like side activities and side quests. Maybe I'd make some side quests that didn't appear in the actual thing. So when you're like Harry revising for your exams or whatever, someone's like, oh, it's Lavender and she's stuck and she needs something. So while you do the main plot, there's also side plots. Almost slightly RPG-ish. I love RPGs, if you didn't tell. So that's my answer for that one. Adam, who also makes really good videos about trophies. Check his channel out if you hadn't. Any platinum you would love to get, but due to time required or extreme challenge, you doubt you'd be able to. Also echoing what someone else asked, what got you into making YouTube videos? So the first part of that, okay, this is going to tie into a question that someone else asked me as well. Someone asked me if I was going to platinum Crash Team Racing, and the answer is no. But it also is, I would love to platinum Crash Tag Team. No, I always call it Crash Tag Team Racing, but it's Crash Team Racing. I would love to platinum that game, but I literally don't think I'm good enough. Like, kudos to everybody who has it. And it's just, I just don't think that racing games are something that I think I could if I really had to put lots of time, but that's the thing, it's not really something I'm very good at. And it would take me a long time to be good at them. Plus, I remember I was getting mega mad, by the way, when I was doing, you have to beat Oxide the second time in the story. I was getting so angry doing that. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. Why has he got like a 10-second lead? I was like, I'd gone into like mad rage, and that's what really put me off as well. And I was like, it's just not fair. I was just getting like proper angry. So I just don't need that stress in my life. And I couldn't even like play on hard. I tried the story on hard. I was like, I just can't. Like, I find the game fun, but not fun enough to drive around for hours and hours doing the same thing over and over again. Like, I know I've done that for other games, but it's tempting me thinking about it, but I just know I can't. I'm just not good. And you just need to accept when you're not good. And what got you into making YouTube videos? I'm not sure, I might have talked about this before, but for the benefit of the video, I think I've thought about it more over the past year, because it's slightly different. When I first made YouTube videos, it was just because I liked editing. So I always liked like making things. I've always been quite, I guess, creative, whether it be just like, making real life things or making video things. So I used to just muck about on Windows Movie Maker and stuff, and then YouTube just gave it a place for somewhere to put the things. And then I don't know how it turned into this, like me sitting here doing the talking, but again, I do if I was going to boil it all down, I just like editing videos and coming up with ideas for videos, and it's just unfortunate that I have to be in them. That's the real thing. I mean, if I could like go out on the streets and film things, although I do kind of like, these videos that I'm just sitting talking, they don't require that much editing, but if I could like make something, like go out on the actual streets with like a crew and like be directing stuff, that's what I would really like to do. Not in my real life forever, but just fun on the side. I used to do that with my family. I used to get the camcorder and make everybody like do soap operas and stuff and be like, okay everybody, I just like filming stuff, I just like editing stuff, and I think that's the answer to the question. Top 3 favourite childhood memories, can't be involved in video games, and best place you've been and why. I like this question because it's something totally left field, that's why I picked it. So what are my I don't know if I have 3, especially if they don't involve video games. And childhood, when does childhood end? I feel like I'm still living it sometimes. Never grow up. Top 3. Damn, this sounds really depressing that I can't think of what my top 3 would be. My God, childhood was so long ago. What could it be? I mean, there's not video, because one of the ones I was going to say is like opening my Sega for my birthday. That was pretty fun, but that involves video games. Getting a dog. Getting my dog Misty, that's what it's going to be. That's going to be number 1, because I begged and pleaded my mum to get a dog for like years, and when I finally got one, I was like, yeah. And I remember looking at her when we first got, like, we went to the place and we picked her up, and she was really small, and her name was Misty, because I wanted to call her Pikachu, and mum was like, you cannot call a dog Pikachu, because in 16 years time I'm not going to the park shouting Pikachu. And I was like, fine. So then I was like, can we call her Misty instead? And we were like, okay. So we settled on Misty, and I just remember we brought her home, but I remember thinking she smelled really bad, but I didn't want to tell anyone that she smelled really bad, and it made me feel a bit sick, because they were like, you wanted the dog. So I was just like, and she dribbled all over me, and I was like, But I was like, well, this dog, and she was the best dog. She was my best friend. So also Luna's also cool. But you know, you can't really replace that childhood dog because you feel like you grow up with her. Like she was like a sister, whereas Luna feels like my child sometimes. I have to, I don't know, it's just different. Like the dog you grow up with is kind of different to the next dogs you have. I think for the best place I've been to, I'm going to pick, because it's still fresh in my mind, when I went to San Francisco last year, because it was just so exciting. Like I'd never been to America, I'd always wanted to go there, and it had been like crazy to be thinking that I'd been to these places in video games, and to finally be there in real life was like so cool. Like before I went on GTA, and I started like walking around the streets, GTA San Andreas, and was like walking around San Fierro, and like, I might go to this place, I might go to this place. And then when I was there, I kept telling people, I was like, oh, when I was here, I had to do this mission. Oh, there's a house you can buy in GTA here. And I'm sure everyone's like, shut up, we don't care. But that was proper exciting. So I'd like to do more of that. I'd like to go to more places that I've been to in video games in real life, just to have that. It's so cool. Is there a game you remember playing where you love the trophy images? So the first ones that come to my mind is always the Fallout games. I think the Fallout games have great trophy images, because it's like, you know, Vault Boy, and he's always like doing something that relates to the trophies. So I think those are very good. I enjoy the ones that sort of have more custom icons to the to what the trophy is, compared to the ones that have the really boring ones. I'd like to say though, I'm going to give you a bonus answer for a unasked question. Worst trophy images, Beyond Two Souls. Who just makes the freaking... I mean, at least Heavy Rain was a little bit more interesting because it was the origami thing, or the origami figure. But that one was just literally the title of the game. Just in... I was going to say dressed in different colours, but just in different colours. I was like that. So that gets worst, and I'm giving Fallout best. Will you ever play any games with your subs? So a lot of people have asked me this, which is why I wanted to answer this question. The answer is... yes, maybe, I think, because I just don't know how to set it up to make it fair. I wouldn't rule it out. I would just want to, like, know how people do that. Like, do I just, like, sound out the alarm or something like, hey, everybody, I'm going to be playing this game, and then people just free-for-all in? I just don't know how it would work. I have put out the old bat signal for Destiny help multiple times, but I don't know how I would pick the people who have... There are people that said, oh, I could help you. I don't know how I would schedule that together. So there is potential there. I do really want that Destiny trophy, so if we can like make that happen, I'd be forever grateful. So there's your window, people. Other than that, I've got some other games in mind that I might play that we could do some sort of sub thing. But I don't know. I'm an amateur. I don't know how this all works. I'm still just, you know, getting into the streaming stuff. So potentially yes is the answer. Oh, so this one, I picked this one because it's not actually a question, but I quite liked the thought behind it. So it's would you consider doing a weekly trophy progress video that gives us updates on your progress for the week, sort of like what ZPTV and Snickle do on their YouTube channels? I've not seen their YouTube channels, I'm afraid. Would be interested to see your thoughts on your progress each week. So I like this idea, but the answer is no, because I do not have the capacity to make a video every week. But I could do it on Instagram, I'm thinking, because I do like doing a bit of Instagram live stories. I now have the YouTube story thing, but I'm not sure how much I like it, because you have to like hold the button down and you can only make one video at a time, whereas Instagram you could just go. Unless I can upload videos, I don't know. But so maybe if people are interested in that, I might just, you know, do little updates at the weekend or something. But I do a lot of little videos on my Instagram anyway. But maybe in the future, if I had more time, then I would. But no, I thought that was a nice sentiment, so thank you for the interest. Have you ever thrown your PlayStation controller against a wall, a loved one, a pet, in utter frustration? No. But I have thrown my controller. But the thing is, okay, the only time I think I've ever thrown my controller was when I was playing Uncharted 1/Drake's Fortune, and it was the plane wreck section, and I was getting so angry. I don't think it was on Brutal. I think it was on Crushing, this incident. I got so angry that I really wanted to throw this controller so badly, but I knew it was so expensive. I think, was it on, no, was it, I'm trying to think if it was PS3. It must have been PS3. So in my mind I was conflicted. I was like, oh, if I throw it, I'll be really angry that I break it. So what I decided to do was I propped up a pillow and I threw it into the pillow. And then that way I got sort of the satisfaction of the throw, but also knew I didn't have to be sad at myself for breaking a controller. Because that was my main thing. I'd never throw anything because I'd be so angry for breaking the thing afterwards. So that's about it. I think as well in that incident, I was so angry, I might have also bitten the pillow. So there you go. I was raging hard that day when it was making me so angry. Right. What childhood What childhood game did you love the most? Mine was Axe the Kid. Built into my Master System. I completed multiple days. Is there anything you used to play the hell out of? I'm gonna give you an obscure game, okay? A game I used to play a lot, which many people may not have heard. It was a game called Popstar Maker. I used to love this game so much. It was a crappy little game where you made a little band and then you had to like make the songs and you had to like send the band on tour, and it was dumb, but me and my friends, actually I think she was, well, I was about to say, I think she was my next door neighbour. Just because she's my next door neighbour doesn't mean she can't be my friend. But we used to play this all the time, and I remember my band was called In a Spin. I really want to get it out and like play it again for the channel or something, just because I found the disc again. I was like, this game was the best. So maybe I'll do that sometime. I do want to I used to play some very bad games. My PS1 collection is very shameful because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh, I want to be a pop star. So I just played this game. It's like it like that, funky music. This is the level of quality of songs that I would make on this game. So I used to play that a hell of a lot, and maybe I did, when I was clearing out my room, find my old PS1 memory cards. So maybe I should get those and stick them in. I don't have a PS1 anymore, but you can stick it in your PS2 and play it that way. So maybe I'll do that sometime. So that's my answer. Popstar Maker. Look it up. Someone's got a walkthrough of it somewhere on YouTube, I'm sure. Will you do a series on how to be successful trophy hunter with tips? I can't read these questions very well, and I've got them on a really large screen as well. It's literally, could I read them? No, I couldn't have read them without my glasses, but no, because I don't think I don't really consider myself a successful trophy hunter. I don't know, I feel like I was quite hardcore into trophies, but I'm kind of on the downswing now. My career, I've aged out, in esports. When in esports, once you've hit your 20s or 25 or something, aren't you, out on your luck and you get kicked out of the team because some brand new hotshot 11-year-old's coming in. It's like, oh, look at my quick reflexes. So I'm not... I don't know if I have any tips either. I don't know if anything I said, if I said any tips, if they'd actually be meaningful, because I just sort of do it. I don't know. That's it. I don't play games specifically to hunt trophies. It's just the addiction just gets me sometimes, and I'm like, well, I have to do it now. I'm obsessed with the game. So no, I think it's more I like telling the tales from my trophy times. I don't know if I had any tips. Do I have any tips to share right now? I guess mine would just be... I guess my main tip would be just do it because you enjoy it, regardless of whether it's because you enjoy chasing the numbers or enjoy just doing your favourite games. I think if I had to pin down what my main enjoyment of earning trophies is I just like having that, I really like this game and I really want to do everything I can in it and sort of prove that I could get all the trophies. So for me, that's what it is. When I look at the games I platinumed mostly, bar a few, apart from the dark year. 2014 was the dark year. No, we don't speak of the dark year. Most of them are because it's I like this game and I wanted to do everything I could in it. So that's my main thing, is just have fun. After hitting Platinum 100 with Uncharted 4, what's the next trophy milestone you think you will be motivated to achieve? Bonus question, how sick did you feel the day after eating the Sonic Blue curry? So... I don't know what my next milestone would be. I have decided, though, that I will make Uncharted The Lost Legacy my 101 trophy, platinum trophy, for reasons. So I will do a bonus episode for that. Next milestone, don't know, maybe 10,000 trophies. I just thought of that on the spot now, actually. That would be cool. I think the platinum numbers, after I get to 100, I think I'll be satisfied. But to hit 1,000, or maybe level... The levels, I don't know, the levels don't really get me. How sick did I feel? To be honest, I didn't eat that much of the Sonic curry. I ate a bit of it. I ate a good amount for the video. And I think it was more in my mind, the sickness. But it actually wasn't that bad. I think it was a mind over matter thing. It looked bad, but it wasn't terrible. Would I eat it again? Maybe if it was green. Maybe if I had a different flavour. Are you going to be getting a PS5 on release? Okay, I like this question actually, because I've never in the history of ever bought a console on day one of release, mainly because of money. You'd have to, as a kid, you have to wait for your birthday. And PS4, yeah, I did have to wait for my birthday. But this is probably the first console that I could legitimately buy on release. So the question is, do I? That is literally the question I'm answering is, do I do it? I think I'd have to... Okay, this would be what would have to happen. I would have to... there would have to be a game that I really wanted to play that came out on release day with the PS5 that I'd want to get. It depends when it is. When does it come out? I'd feel really sad to put my PS4 away. I have enjoyed my PS4 a lot. I think I might just do it just because I can. I think I might have just made up my mind. And then I could do one of those unboxing videos. Ooh, how exciting. But what do I have to do? Do I have to stand in a line at midnight in a tent? I'm not down for that. Can't I just get the Amazon man to deliver it to me? Maybe I'll get it round a release time, but I don't know if I'm going to be as extreme as, you know, camping outside game or something. But yeah, I think maybe is the answer. Ace Wildcats Adventures asks, what is the most embarrassing moment of your life? Actually, Ace Wildcat is being cheeky and asking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Okay, so what is the most embarrassing moment of your life? What is the most embarrassing moment of my life? I've got to have had one because I do feel like I embarrass myself on the regular. But the one that my mind jumps to was when I was having, this was like a really bad day. It was raining, so you know it was a really bad day. That's what's it called? It's the pathetic fallacy or pathetic, something like that. It's English. It's pathetic fallacy, but I don't think it's spelt like that. But it was raining, I was late for school, and there was like an assembly that we had to be part of. And I remember I walked down the street, missed the bus, so I had to walk this whole way around, walked past these other girls, they're all laughing at me, and I was like, oh, sad times. And as I was still walking, and I remember people sort of turning and looking at me and stuff, and then this one girl did come up to me and tap me on the shoulder. I was like, oh, excuse me, do you realise your skirt's all tucked into the back of your tights? And I was like, oh no, I've been walking so long with like my school skirt tucked into my tights, so that was pretty embarrassing. I remember being like, thanks for telling me. I'm feeling embarrassed now just saying it. And then later on that day, my shoes broke. Actually, I think I have a video of this. I'm gonna have to pull up the video. There you go, you get a bonus, because I remember someone was filming me because I was having a rant about how bad this day was. So yeah, my shoes also broke and I had to walk around barefoot. It was a bad day. So I'm gonna say that, but there must be something more embarrassing. It must be so embarrassing that I've like bleached it from my mind. Can you please perform Man, I Feel Like a Witcher? Maybe someday. For those of you not in the know, that is my Witcher song that I've created to the song Man, I Feel Like a Woman, which I sort of wrote while playing the Death March playthrough. Because that playthrough was so good that after I finished a fight, I was like, man, I feel like a witcher. Bah, bah. And then it sort of spawned from then. Would you rather encounter a shark or a bear? I feel like maybe I could, you know, sign language the bear to calmness, whereas a shark would just take a nibble out of me and be like, mwahaha. I don't know, I feel like I could have an affinity with a bear. If God asked you to create an animal, what would it be? A dog that could talk. That would be the best. I don't know, are you asking me to create a brand new animal? Like a mush up like when you used to play like pet games and you could like make the two pets breed. That's another game me and my friends played. We used to play PS5 all the time. We used to make all the different like breeds breed, and we'd be like, oh, I can't wait to see. We just like stare at the screen waiting for them to, you know, have puppies. And who is your most favourite work colleague? Well, it's obviously going to be. So that's all the questions for today. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time, so I think I'll end it here. Also, I'm slightly concerned that the quality of the sun and everything and the thing might be all off. I'm blaming this chair. I'm not used to it. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Am I going to review the chair at in the end of this video? I feel like I want more back support, I think. Maybe I need a cushion or something. So yeah, if things are a little off, blaming it. So before we wrap this video up, I just want to say thanks to everybody for, I don't know, just caring about my stupid videos and me just talking about trophies mainly or other random stuff. It's pretty cool that all those years of sitting in my room earning trophies has led to this moment where I can relate these stories back to you all and be like, it wasn't all for nothing. It was, at the time, well, if I wasn't doing this, I probably would feel worse about all that time that I wasted doing that. At least now there's some sort of a payoff that has come from it all. But yeah, no, everybody wrote really nice comments on the community tab thing. If you didn't write a question, there was a start was like congrats, which was really nice. So thanks for all that, and just thanks everyone for just like, you know, coming and hanging out and stuff. I'm gonna try and improve things. I know I'm like not great at this whole YouTube thing. Like I don't upload as regularly as a lot of people would like. I feel like sometimes my current situation sort of hinders my ability to make videos sometimes. Like, as you can see, I'm in this small, tiny space and things are a little bit like, I only just bought a new chair and it was not like great, and my laptop's a bit crappy. I need to get a new one. But I think I've worked out the streaming now. I've kind of got some things on the internet. But I feel like when I finally like manage to get like a proper space to do stuff, then I can really like commit, and then I'd feel less frustrated sometimes with the fact that every time I need to make a video I have to set everything up and then I have to dismantle it. Or if I could just sit down and press record, that would be living the dream. So maybe one day, hopefully, I'll work towards that. But until then, thanks everyone for all your patience and stuff. And number 95, for those, I know that some people ask, when's the next one? When's the next one? I think I might know what it might be. It depends how good my skills are. But I've recently started playing the game, and I've got quite addicted to it, to the point of nausea almost. Which is not great, but I think I do have an addictive personality sometimes when it comes to playing games and earning trophies and stuff. So depending on how good, because that's the thing, I need to actually play the game and then beat it and then have to edit the video and stuff. So hopefully maybe next month there'll be the next number 95. And then we're only 5 away. How exciting. But yeah, here we go. I'm just going to stop talking now. So thanks everyone once again for submitting a question. Thanks for all the support you've given the channel. And until the next video, keep hunting trophies, and I shall see you all next time.